Welcome back, everybody. Okay, so today we're going to have a lot of fun with doing some stuff inside a Blender with some green screen. So right here I have a Shaolin monk that I keyed out from this YouTube video right here. So this is runway.com. You can do some pretty cool stuff with getting some green screen footage. So we're going to be using this inside of Blender. So the first thing you're going to be needing today, though, is you're going to be needing something to key out the green screen. So I'm going to be using After Effects. We're going to be saving at the RGBA channel. And we're going to import this into Blender as an image as plane. So I'm going to show you guys how to do that. So let's go ahead first and just get this off of the website. So I'll show you this first. So I got this from this video that you see right here. So we'll be using that, and we'll be bringing this in. So this should come with the audio as well. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to render this out, and then we're going to bring this into After Effects. Alright, now that our export is finished, I'm going to play it back for you guys, because this came out really goddamn good. Like, this what makes AI amazing, is not using AI to do your work for you, but using AI to assist you in doing your work. So watch this. This is crazy. Okay, this is not the part. This is the part we're capturing right here. Right from this point. And to think that was just taken from a video is mind-blowing to me. So we're going to be using this. I believe it's from this part. Amazing. Okay, so we're going to get that, and we're going to bring that on over into After Effects, and then from After Effects, we're going to bring it on over into Blender. Alright, now that I have my clip inserted into After Effects here, I got it all trimmed up into the amount of time that I want, so I'm just going to play this back for you. As you see, that looks really good from just coming from a video. Amazing. Beautiful. Love it. Okay? So the next thing we have to do is, after you're done trimming it down to how long you want your clip into Blender, we're going to come up into our effects panel. We're going to type key. And then you're going to come down and you're going to find something called key light. And we're going to drop the key light right on top of here. Over in your effects panel, you're going to see you have your key light options. We're going to hit screen color. And then we're going to click the green screen in the background. Now we have it completely eliminated. Now if I play it back, there's no more background on our clip, which is great. So now we're pretty much good to go for rendering. So the next thing you want to do is hit File. You want to go to Export, and then what you want to do is hit Render Queue. I got a couple in here already, so I'm just going to delete these. And the next thing you want to make sure you do is make sure you go to your output module right down here. I'll bring this up inside of OBS so you can see it. So in your output module, you want to make sure you change format from H.264 down to QuickTime. And then you want to change your channels to RGB plus alpha, and that's going to give you the transparency. And then I have mine set to my desktop already, and we pretty much just have to go ahead and click render. So we're going to go ahead and do so. It says that overwrite that file. It already exists. I'm just going to overwrite it. So we're going to go ahead and just let that render on through. This shouldn't take too long. And then after this point, we're already good to go for dropping this into Blender so we can build a scene around it. And we do pretty much whatever we want. So I'm just going to wait for this to go up ahead and finish. Perfect. Okay, so now that that's finished, we can jump on over into Blender. Alright, now we're inside of Blender, and we're pretty much good to go for just building our scene from here. So the next thing I can do is just make sure you have Add Images Planes in the add-on section enabled. It is default, so you can just check that. Everybody has it. And then when you go up into Add in your 3D viewport, go to Image, Add Images as Planes, and I'm going to go to the desktop. I'm going to find my Kung Fu guy, okay? So it's going to look like this little square that you see right here until we turn on our shaded mode. And you're going to notice right away that everything is transparent the way that we want it to. And this is the clip that we just keyed out from YouTube, which is phenomenal, which I find is absolutely mind-blowing right now. So we're just going to scale this up. And what we can actually do now is add a mesh and add a plane so we can give them a ground. So now we have kind of like a 3D space. And what we can actually do is just play it. And as you see, we have a cool monk guy right here on the scene doing his thing. And that's amazing to me. I find that incredible. So we're just going to make sure this guy is tilted up the correct way. That way it doesn't look like he's walking all weird and stuff like that, right? So we can even bring this down. What we can even do is bring in some textures now. I'm just going to make this black. Right? And then we can go into, say, like Blender Kit. We can add an HDRI category, indoor. Actually, we can, yeah, we'll choose an outdoor one. We'll go this one right here. To wait for that to render. Then we can turn on our full viewport shading mode. And as you see right here, we have our Shaolin dude in our scene. He is playing, but it's going to look a little choppy until we render it out. So another thing to do is to keep moving the floor so it pans with the camera. But as you see, we got our full scene built in right now, and we can just completely just start building around our character. So even if I just go back into the regular mode, right, we can go into models, say nature. We can come down into rocks, something like this. Add some pebbles, some bushes, you know, some big cliffs and stuff like that. So we'll do something fun here. So let's see if we can get a tree. I don't know where that was, but okay. No, we don't want that either. So we can even add like this cliff or whatever it may be. Ooh. You can add that into the background, and the next thing you could do is add a camera. So I'm going to go into my fly mode, and I'm going to zoom this back out. You could have a background something like that, you know what I mean? And then what we can do is get maybe some vegetation or something like that. Even a couple trees. So now that we have our camera set up, we can even add a ground plane. So I believe this is a ground. We'll just blow it up. A lot of these on Blender Kit are scans. So we're just going to wait for that to come up. Let's kind of give them a platform to walk on, right? You could do anything. So it doesn't have to look like this. It doesn't have to be like this. You could do it any way you want, but I'm just going to delete that from now. And I'm just going to add, I don't know, this tree maybe. We could put that right in the scene. I don't know what these trees are, but that's okay. You can have something like that. You know, you could have your monk doing his dance around the thing. You can even keyframe this if you really wanted to. So even if he's running and stuff like that, so like right now he's a little bit further from the camera, like right here, we can add a keyframe. And then when he gets closer, like that, we could push it up a little bit, and you can even animate the guy, kind of see how he's moving on the plane now. And you'd be a little bit further from this point. Which is amazing that you can even do this inside of Blender, so you could have some really interesting scenes. So now if I turn on my shaded mode, and we wait for all those textures to load in, you'll see that we do have our character. Don't really need this tree. Can even delete that. We don't really. Whoop. Don't need the cliff anymore. So we can even have scenes like that. We can add our Blender character. Shaolin monk. So like that's really cool, right? And you can add anything around the background. You could build it up completely. Which I thought was amazing. So that's how you pretty much get your PNGs from Runway on into Blender. So now you're pretty much good to have some fun and go wild. Go get some videos, go key them out in Runway, bring them into After Effects. Remember to key it out, bring them on into Blender, and just start building your scene. Build your HDRIs, right? So like even if I wanted to change my HDRI, I could click Outdoor. I could click one of these night ones. And now we're on a beach. Even if you wanted to delete the plane, whoop, I always delete that by accident. You can even have them just like on the sand, right? Just like right on the back of the HDRI, which is really cool. But I always recommend that you just build a scene around it because you can just add textures and whatnot. So it's always fun to do, right? So go ahead, guys, have some fun. And if you like today's tutorial, please do like and subscribe. And I got plenty more coming, and we'll going through a few more advanced ones in the future. So have yourselves a great day. Bye.